Falls is the largest and most impressive waterfall on the planet. Um, it is located between Zambia and Zimbabwe, and during the Jurassic period, the falls actually used to be a plateau, so um, which had a volcano on it, and the lava flowed from the volcano and created cracks in the plateau that was later filled with sandstone. It was later filled with sandstone, and the sandstone eventually filled the basalt cracks, which would like weaken the cracks, and gorges were formed from the Zambezi River flowing into the plateau and breaking the cracks from the pressure, and that's how the waterfall was formed. And in 1885, Scottish explorer David Livingstone came across this waterfall and named it Victoria Falls after Queen Victoria. To the local Kololo tribe, this masterpiece was known as Masi Watunya, which is like the smoke that thunders in their language. Today, many of these same tribes still live among the area, such as the Tonga people, the Bantu-speaking people, and the Dakoya people who later migrated to the area. Among the falls, beautiful creatures still thrive. The rhinos, leopards, cheetahs, and wild dogs are among few of the creatures that have grown scarce over the years. Elephants and hippos are very abundant in this area. Many hippos live in the Zambezi River, which flows into Victoria Falls. Other animals such as giraffes, buffalo, zebra, wildebeest, lions, and hyenas are very commonly seen living from the Zambezi River through the cold, dry winter months because in that area, higher up, like through the winter months, all their water dries out, so they have to come down lower and drink from the Zambezi River, so that's why they migrate towards that area. The falls also emit a mist that can be seen from over a dozen miles away, and the mist imitates a rainforest ecosystem opposite from the falls itself. And so in Zambezi and Zimbabwe, it's basically raining all year round because of how powerful the mist is. And that's why there's like a lot of vegetation in that area, because the falls can actually like provide for all the vegetation. In 1905, a bridge crossing the Zambezi River was built for trains, cars, and even people to safely catch the spray of the waterfall. George Hobson and Professor George Darwin were the geniuses credited for this creation. The bridge also attracts many tourists. Tourists and animals face deadly danger when entering the river at high tide. The strong current can push anything entering down the falls, and has many times before. So an interesting fact is that tourists witnessing a herd of elephants enter the falls at high tide right next to like the waterfall was actually going over, and because the tide was so high, the elephants were pushed over the side, and it's so deep that no one ever saw the elephants again. And so tourists actually offer many threats to Victoria Falls itself and the life forms surrounding it. More resorts, hotels, and other unnatural things are already spewing the beauty of the falls in a horrendous direction. There's been talk of building a dam below the falls, which could flood several gorges and prevent many animals from coming to this area. Activities ranging from bungee jumping to helicopter flights are used to amuse the tourists, but may lead to gut-wrenching outcomes of one of the world's most natural wonders. Victoria Falls should be preserved and only seen for its natural beauty, not the man-made substance surrounding it. Beauty never comes without a price. Attempting to enter these natural wonders poses many threats to the risk-takers who take the opportunity.
Mount Everest is a place where people often spend their last moments on Earth, and a place full of history. Mount Everest holds many concerns of the future both with people and the Earth itself. Mount Everest was formed 60 million years ago. It was named after Sir George Everest in 1865. He was a British Surveyor General of India. Mount Everest is located in a part of the Himalayas that separates China and Nepal. It reaches 29,029 feet above sea level. The formation of Mount Everest is always changing. That is because it is always growing. Mount Everest was formed by the Eurasian Plate and the Indo-Australian Plate colliding to form the breathtaking mountain. The beauty of Mount Everest isn't the only thing that is breathtaking. The climb people take up the mountain is one that many people don't usually get to tell. The death zone has claimed many lives. This point on the mountain is 8,000 meters high. At this point, oxygen levels drop and conditions become harsh. Around a recorded 250 people have died making the dangerous climb. The death zone isn't the only thing that has taken the lives of climbers. Avalanches have killed 12 Sherpa guides. Sherpas are Western Nepal people that migrated from Tibet. 4 in October of 2013, 9 lives in 2012, and most recently killed 16 in 2014. Because of the dangers on the mountain and the deaths that have occurred, it is currently being proposed that climbing to the top of the mountain cease. With this happening, the economy of the villages below of the Sherpa people will decline. How can two things that are so far away be so similar in the beauty they bring to the world? From the peak of Mount Everest to the undersea world of the Great Barrier Reef, the beauty of the natural world is continued.
GreatBarrierReef.org states that the Great Barrier Reef is an extremely ancient, enormous host of living things. It can be dated back approximately 20 million years. The reef is located off the coast of Queensland in northeast Australia. As one of Australia's most remarkable attractions, the Great Barrier Reef is enriched with the breathtaking beauty of the world's largest coral reef. The reef is composed of living coral growing on dead coral. Many generations of dead coral have built themselves into great walls of stone, covered in a diverse range of living organisms. These include coral, algae, anemones, sponges, and much more. Stretching 2,300 kilometers, this natural icon is so large it can even be seen from outer space. This is equivalent to the size of Germany. The Australian government website states that the reef is between 60 and 250 kilometers in width. It has an average depth of 35 meters in its inshore waters and 2,000 meters in its outer waters. It covers 344,400 kilometers squared in area. The webpage also states that the Great Barrier Reef is the largest living structure on the planet, which makes it incredibly rich and diverse. This includes an abundance of marine life, such as 1,625 species of fish, 1,400 coral reef species, 6 of the world's 7 species of marine turtles, 30 species of whales and dolphins, and much, much more. The reef is comprised of over 3,000 individual coral cays and literally hundreds of beautiful islands with golden beaches. Because of its natural beauty, the Great Barrier Reef has become one of the world's most sought-after tourist destinations. A visitor to the reef can enjoy many activities such as snorkeling, scuba diving, helicopter tours, cruises, whale watching, and of course swimming with dolphins. The reef also holds a scientific interest as the habitat of species such as the sea cow and the large green turtle, which are threatened with extinction. As the world's most extensive coral reef ecosystem, the Great Barrier Reef is a globally known place. The Great Barrier Reef, along with these other 6 amazing wonders, are only the beginning of what the beautiful world we live in.
Our Earth has been creating works of art since the very beginning. From every undersea reef to the highest mountain tops, Earth has truly created the beauty around us.
These natural landmarks have been considered extraordinary because of their amazing characteristics. Each is unique and special.
No matter where we may be, it's our job to admire and take care of the art that our Earth has graciously provided and created for us.
These 7 wonders are just the beginning of what the world has yet to create for our viewing pleasure.
Take the time to appreciate and admire the beauty that is our Earth.